I think we're going. I'm not quite sure. But let's get this going. As usual, I am just going to post the link in the Facebook group. If you're watching this after the fact and you don't know what the Facebook group is, the Facebook group is in the description. And that's where I post when I go live, if I go live, every time I post a new video. And there's, aside from all of what I do, all me, most of what happens in the Facebook group is actually a bunch of people asking questions and the whole community answering those questions. Sometimes me, most of the time, a bunch of other very experienced people. So I encourage you to join the Facebook group if you haven't already. And that's what I'm doing right now. Pin to featured. All right. Close. So hopefully you can hear me. I haven't done one of these in a while, and hopefully the audio isn't too unsynced. It should be the same as what it was last time I did a test earlier. And I forgot I put my stupid head as a little button in the corner of the videos, which I think is hilarious, but either way. Let's get going. Recently, and I might be answering this question a lot, but recently I have deleted all my Facebook listings. And so far I'm loving that because I've started fresh and I'm getting sales just like when I first started. And a lot of people would be like, why would you want sales like when you first started? As you get better, shouldn't you have more sales? Why would you want to re-experience that part? No, I'm super stoked about it because, as some of us have experienced, a lot of us have experienced, our accounts just don't get as many sales as they used to. So what I mean by when we just started is now there's all these sales coming in and I'm having a lot of hope for this one account that I have. And it feels good again, because beforehand it was like sometimes on this account with the low views impacting, it would be like, oh, only a couple sales here and there. Maybe like there was one point where I was getting like one sale a week on one of my accounts, and I'm like, man, what a waste of time. But now it's a lot better than that, and it feels just like when I started, and I barely have anything listed. I seriously probably only have like 6 things listed because I wanted to see how long that momentum lasts, and it's still, I'm getting like a handful minimum sales a day on these items. So pretty cool. Love it. It just gives me hope again, being like, oh, maybe part of the issue is that once all of us get to hundreds of things listed, Facebook's like, ugh, calm it down, weirdo, and like kind of limits what we get shown. Not everybody has that problem, so that's probably not the case. But it is a little weird that I delete everything, and then all of a sudden I am pushed out again. Even on things that weren't getting views before, I can list the same item, and now it's almost like they want to encourage new users to use Facebook Marketplace. So deleting everything and starting fresh, even though I didn't create a new profile, it's almost like I told Facebook, like, oh, here's a new person wanting to do Facebook Marketplace, because they never really thought, why would anybody delete everything and start fresh? They never probably thought about that. So I don't know if that's factored into their algorithm or whatever, but it sure seems like it's Facebook giving you some feedback and saying, yeah, okay, yeah, look, people want to buy your stuff. Keep interacting with our platform to keep people hooked on it. So that's my theory, at least. Who knows? Feel free to ask questions if you're watching. This is a live Q&A. I'm totally cool to stop my blabbering and answer questions or just say what's up. So doesn't have to be dropshipping. You can ask me whatever the hell you want. Not sure how long I will be on, but I'm excited to be on regardless. It's been a while. And I know it's a weird time of day. Some people are probably like still at work and stuff. It's 4 o'clock where I'm at, basically. So there's that. Other than that, though, I've been great. Thanks for asking. Really appreciate it. Hold on, somebody's messaging me. Hopefully you can hear me. For those of you watching, can you hear me? Can you just type something that says that you can hear me so I know? That would be awesome. What is this? Oh. Hey, Tina. Thanks for messaging. I'm assuming you can hear me. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate it. Also, if these stupid lights annoy you, just let me know. I can turn them off. I think they kind of like do some weird stuff on the screen, so that's totally cool. Hey, Cam, thanks for doing these. Yes, I can hear you. Thank you, Marcus. I appreciate that. Sometimes it feels like I'm talking at a wall or a dead camera. Thank you, Tina. Thank you. Which is funny because that's all my videos are me just talking at a camera with nobody talking back, so I don't know why I feel. I guess it feels weird when I know people are watching. Thank you. Yes, loud and clear. I appreciate it. All right. Again, feel free to ask questions. You don't have to, but feel free to interact. I am seeing if there is anything going on here. But yeah, anyway, I broken record a little bit. I've deleted everything, and now I'm having good results from that. So for those of you who are having issues, delete all of it. All right. I think if I deleted all listings, 400 plus one by one will do us good. Tina, if you're not making any money from those listings right now and it's not going to hurt you to delete them, that's exactly what I did. This account that I deleted, I think I had about 200 to 300 listings. I deleted all of it. And it took me a little bit. It went way faster than you think it does. But it does still suck because you have to delete them. Like each listing is like 3 clicks. But put on something in the background and just watch some videos like on another window while you do it, and it just before you know it, it's done. And yeah. Marcus, have you looked at or thought of sourcing from wholesalers? I have looked at it a while back. I haven't tried in a long time because back when I first started looking into it, wholesalers weren't all that interested in using Facebook dropshippers. And since I don't have Shopify stores or a website or anything like that for this kind of thing, they always wanted proof of sales and stuff. And so it kind of turned me off to it. But then I know things have gotten a little bit more lax for a lot of wholesalers because they want in on it. And I haven't looked into it since. I know it's an option. I just haven't done it personally. But, I mean, if you can get wholesalers as an option, you're good to go. Because now you're not paying you're getting stuff at a way cheaper rate. But, I mean, I say go for it if you have some lined up. But also, Tina, yeah, I think it's worth the time if you're not making any money. Because if it's just some work and it equals you making money, then go for it. But all I can do also is say what I've experienced. I've had somebody comment on my video saying, like, this is just luck. No, not everybody's going to have that. It's like, okay, maybe, yeah. But if you're not getting any sales, what do you got to lose? I mean, you might be making nothing. So make nothing after you delete everything anyway. It's not going to matter. I have a question. If Facebook locked me out of Marketplace, will they take care of the losses? No. That happened to a lot of us. My lockout where I actually lost a little bit of money was back in... when was that? A while back. I think it was like May. I think it was April. Anyway. Yeah, I ended up taking some losses because I couldn't get the thing shipped out in time. The transactions auto-canceled, and I just lost out on that. I just had to eat it. Luckily, I didn't lose too much. I think it was a total of like $100. But regardless, it sucked. I was able to update tracking for some items because, they tell you got to get things done in 3 days. You can wait longer than 3 days. It's just you can't trust the system. Sometimes I've put in tracking 5 days after, like 5 business days, not even like the weekend, and I'm just too stupid to understand. I mean, like actual 5 days, 2 days past the date they tell me, and it's been fine. But I have had things auto cancel at 3 days, and it's almost like 3 days, like to the minute you posted the 3 business days before that. So if I posted something at 6 in the afternoon, 3 days from then at 6 in the afternoon is technically when the cutoff is that I've experienced. Don't know if that's how it is for everybody. But, yeah. So I did have to do that. Take a little bit of a loss. But it wasn't too bad. It just sucks. But if you are locked out, what I always encourage you to do is try to find any email from Facebook, especially if it's from Facebook, like support, in your email, even if it's from 2 years ago, and reply to that original email being like, hey, I'm locked out of my marketplace. That's what I did, and that's how I think I got unlocked in like a couple days. It was really quick. It is unfair. It sucks when they lock you down. Welcome, everybody. The concurrent viewers has grown a little bit. Thank you for tuning in. This is Cameron, obviously. But feel free to ask questions. Say stupid stuff in the chat. I don't care. It doesn't have to be about dropshipping. Again, you can ask me whatever you want. I don't care. Got business stuff going on. That's weird. But anyway, I won't be on crazy long. That's why I'm saying if you got questions, go for it. I only want to do like a 30, maybe 45 minute. Okay. Cool. But let me open this up. Sure you loved the sound of that typing. Jeez. All right, Marcus, do you have any pets? Yes, Marcus. It's been a while since I've done a live. Those who are familiar with my lives, I have 2 cats. Usually one of them hops up on here at some point, and a dog. The cats' names are Belle and Merida, both named after Disney characters. And Sven is my dog, who's also named after a Disney character. My wife and I are very big Disney parks people and Disney people. I've got a Mickey hat on and a Coco shirt on right now. Usually at any given day I'm wearing some kind of Star Wars shirt or Disney shirt pretty much in every video I've ever made if it's not just a plain black. And the whole shelf behind me is all Star Wars stuff. So that's our lives. We're pretty obsessed. Okay. Just checking the Facebook group, see if there's anything going on there. Nope. Has Amazon banned your account yet? Dick, no, they haven't. And I've been drop shipping off of it still. I know they will at some point, according to what I've seen online and people post, but I haven't had that issue yet. I'm curious. That way I can post when it happens and give you guys the exact details. Alexander, been getting some sales from Facebook Shop through Marketplace Discovery. Probably worth looking into that since there is no selling fee until June 2021 or 2022. God, can't read. Sweet. I love that. I have yet to fully do Facebook Shops because no matter what I do, they don't publish my stuff to Marketplace. So it's hard for me. Like, I have a shop set up, but I haven't put in, enough work, even though I totally should be, to get that going. Because every time I do it, it's like, we've reviewed your stuff and your stuff's not published, so sorry. And then I go to have it reviewed and then I just wait and then nothing ever happens. So, but if I'm completely owning up to it, I really haven't put that much effort into it because I focus more on the original Marketplace because it's a lot easier for a lot of people to set up. And that's what a lot of my channel's about. But I do need to get into shops also because I'd like to add the shops thing to my course that I have. So I do plan on getting on that. I should already be there. There's no excuse. There's just no excuse. Welcome, everyone. Deleted over 100 of my listings that were not selling and my sales increased. Dig, that's what I'm saying. It happened to me too. And I don't know why, but it's some good news for once, Like, I was just happy to have some new thing be good again. Because it used to be everybody would sell a bunch like crazy. There's a hair on me or something. It keeps touching me. Gross. It used to be that you could, every month there'd be like one big bad thing everybody had to deal with. And then it would go away. And then we'd sell like crazy. We'd all make a bunch of profit. And then a month later something new would happen. We'd all course correct. And then we'd be fine. And then everything just started to suck. Like consistently. But this little piece of thing is something that I haven't really heard of other people doing. I went ahead and just tried it because I was like, screw it, what do I got to lose? And pretty happy. For those of you in here, you know what would be super awesome of you? Not to beg or anything, but could you just like the live? Just like the video. It helps me out. Really appreciate it. And if you don't want to like it, don't. That's okay. You do whatever you want to do. But just know, if my happiness doesn't matter, then fine. But yeah, like it. All right. I'll quit being stupid. Thank you. One more like I've seen. Whoever just liked it and another person, thank you. Really, really appreciate both of you liking the video. Okay. No questions? You guys just going to stare at me like weirdos? Ask me some stuff. God. 6 likes. Thanks so much, everyone. 8 likes. I like knowing that you guys feel me. You feel me. All right. You're still just staring at me like weirdos, though. But I know it takes a second for what I say to get to you. So right about now is when I should be experiencing some questions. Or at least you guys thinking about questions. I'm just talking to myself now. All right. Cool. Thanks for the likes, everyone. Really appreciate it. I can't believe our group is at 7,300 people. That blows my mind. Specifically, 7,332 people. As we constantly combat removing and blocking spammers and scammers, whatever you want to call them, from the group. I forget, when you have a group of that much volume, you're just going to get a bunch of weird-ass people in there that are just pitching stuff all the time. And I'm sorry, like, the group is based off of my YouTube channel and mainly a source for you guys to answer each other's questions and do all that. It's mainly for help. But I have to be a little cautious when people are posting, like, let me set up a Shopify store for you. So I try to find as much of that as I can and delete it. So report stuff if you see it. All right. Dig, have you tried Mercari dropshipping? Yeah, I did. I did once, and I've heard people have had success with it, but then I heard they tighten the reins a little bit, and it's like super hard to dropship on there from what I've heard from other people. The one time I did it, I finally sold one thing, and I did the thing that's easy to do on Facebook too when you first start, and I didn't list it or set it up as I would do my own shipping option. So it did the whole thing, like when you choose for it to like ship through UPS or whatever. So I had to do that stupid thank you note method that like is the only time I've ever done that. It was where I sent I just ripped a piece of paper and said thanks. Like, I didn't do that, but it's something similar to that. Mailed it to them with the damn shipping label that's provided, and then I drop shipped it to them from like Amazon or something. And it was just way more complicated than Facebook on my end, and it just, you have to relist it. You can't just say, like, it was just more complicated. But yeah. All right. Have you ever had a customer tell you they didn't receive the product just to get free stuff? If I did, it was a long time ago. I'm trying to think. I think so. Well, okay. No, I haven't had it like somebody just flat out be like, never got it when my shipping says it was delivered. I mean, I've had people say that because I've used OA Genius or something, and like, you know, I put in a fake tracking number, and then on the tracking it says it was delivered to them, and they're genuinely like, bro, where's my stuff? And then you go to check the actual tracking, and it's been delayed, and it doesn't actually give you a date, and then it like stuff gets handled wrong or whatever. I've had that happen, but I've never had anybody actually try to rip me off, I guess. So no. But if that did happen, I would just try to politely, in the best words I can, be like, look, I've submitted the tracking to Facebook. I've gotten with them. They have said, you know, even though I'm lying at that point, like they have looked into it, and it shows through research, whatever fake words you want to throw in there, that the item has been delivered. They have proof that it's been delivered, and there's nothing I can do at this point because the item's been purchased and delivered. So unless you can return something to me to give you a refund, I won't be able to process a refund for you. That's kind of how I would handle it. Matthew, can I hire you for some consulting? Matthew, why not? I don't see why not. We can set that up. You can email me at CameronLawrenceBusiness@gmail.com. It's usually my descriptions, and we can set something up through like a Venmo payment system or something. I don't know. Just send me an email. Let me know what you want consulting with. I'm sure it's with something like this, or if it's for something else, that's fine. Some people reach out to me for video help. Some people reach out to me for business help because I have a couple other businesses. Whatever you want, email me, and if I can help you, we can set something up. Anthony, is there a way to keep everything from Marketplace and transfer it over to a Facebook Shops? Anthony, I think there is a way to do that, but you would need something like if you're using FBMFOX, which is what I always promote, or another service like that where it has tracked everything you've listed. You might be able to go into Facebook Marketplace, but basically you need to download like a CSV file or whatever the hell it's called. I tried to do it. It didn't work for me, but that was when Facebook Shops was like brand new. I haven't even tried it since, but supposedly that's how you're supposed to be able to like mass bulk upload, because there is a bulk upload option. But there might not be an option. I don't know. They're supposed to be able to. Not quite sure. And you're also supposed to just be able to merge them somehow at some point. That's another vague issue that like some people have gotten to happen, and then some people just don't have that option. I don't know. Hey man, how can I verify Facebook Marketplace? I put my ID, but it's not working. So Mo, it may be working, and it's just not successfully communicating that to you. They're not really great at letting you know exactly what's happening at any given moment. God, I can't speak again. On my second account, because I couldn't remember on my first account, but on my second one, when I updated my ID and all that information, it never told me it was accepted. It just kind of was like, cool, bye, and like the window disappeared. It didn't fix anything, and then a while later, I just had access again. So they don't really tell you, from my understanding, hey, you've been approved. You are now welcome to do whatever the hell you want. Sometimes I feel like people get that notification or say something about it, but I never did. So if you've already put in your ID and put in all the work, I think you just have to wait. And I would say if it goes past 2 weeks, I think mine took like 3 to 5 days. If it goes past that, I know there's like little inquiry buttons, and all you can do is spam those buttons for help. All right. How's your views and orders doing? My views and orders are doing great. Ever since I deleted all my listings, completely normal. It may not sound like a lot, but compared to what I was doing for this account, since I've deleted all my listings, I have had like 23 sales total. And I mean, I average like a few a day since I deleted stuff. But before that, I was barely getting anything. So that's how it's been going. Rihanna, I'll get to you. Hold on. All right, Brooklyn. What is the difference between shop and marketplace? So Brooklyn, Facebook Shops is more of a business version of Facebook Marketplace. So a marketplace, it's meant more like, it's supposed to be like a fancier Craigslist, just more user-friendly and all that. It's meant for person-to-person selling. What we do, of course, is drop ship on there, and that's what everybody was doing for a while. Well, they kind of know that, and they're setting it up so that actual businesses can set up Facebook Shops. That way, like let's say you sold t-shirts, you can set up a Facebook shop with your actual business ID number and branding and all that, and you can have a centrally located place people can go and visit your store and purchase from you. Now what we're trying to do is swindle our little weird asses into a Facebook Shops, basically, so we can drop ship from fake stores that we make up, and that's kind of what we're doing now. So that's the difference. It's just the new evolution of a new method that we can use to try to get sales from people. One is person to person, and one is a business version. So we're all just trying to figure out and understand the waters of shops to get successful at it. All right, Anthony, is it mandatory to add your Shopify store to Facebook Shops as well? No. From what I understand, you don't have to do that. People like to do that because if you do, you can set up some pretty cool automation services with it that once it updates your Shopify store, because there's all sorts of options if you're using a Shopify store, then it beams all that crap to your Facebook shop and updates it automatically. At least that's the concept that people go off of. I don't do that, so I don't really know the ins and outs. I just know that that's the basic concept of how that's going to work. Rihanna, but did you sign my petition, Cam? I thought I did. Let me see. Hold on, everybody. I got to sign Rihanna's petition. Rihanna. Okay, search. Okay, needs help. Set up payout. Wait, what? Please sign this. Change. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm looking into it. Have you successfully set up a shop? No, Rihanna, I haven't. Plus, I haven't put that much effort into it. So, no. They don't ever accept my shop. It's always like, hey, your stuff is not published because of this and that reason. And then I go to fix that, and then I never hear back, and then it's just back to the same thing. And plus, I just haven't, if I'm being honest, I haven't put that much effort into it, like I said. All right. Rihanna, now I'm like on your personal Facebook profile. Okay. Where's this? Petition. Okay. Rihanna, just to clarify, is this a petition to sign so that we have phone, like person-to-person support, so that it's not just some worthless support system? Is that what this is for, from what I'm reading? Oh, to create live team and customers. Okay. Basically to have a live support thing, because right now they're such a damn big company, they probably got rid of that, and now we're asking for them to have it for specific instances. Okay. Signing it. I'm damn signing it. Even though they're asking for my damn email, Rihanna. God. All right. Cameron Lawrence Business at gmail.com. Sign this petition. All right, everybody, go sign Rihanna's petition. I think that's pretty cool, actually. Okay. Yes, okay. Thank you, Matthew. I'll get to that here in a little bit. Grant, do you use the same suppliers people use for eBay, like Walmart? And also, can you resell branded items from retailers, or is wholesale better? Okay. Okay. All right. I think I understand your question. Do you use the same suppliers people use for eBay? Like Walmart? Are you talking about, so I'm assuming based on your question, it's like how people drop ship from Walmart to eBay. Yeah. I mean, you can use Tom. I guess I'll get to that too. All right. So, you can use Walmart. My main supplier is Amazon, even though a lot of people like dog on using Amazon. I love using Amazon, even though they're totally going to ban my ass at some point. Either way. All right. But, okay, so a little thing just popped up. And are you guys still watching me? Is this, like, it said something about an ad got put in. Because I clicked a button. And I didn't realize that's what that meant. So, let me know if you guys just had to sit through a damn ad. Because that wasn't my intention. Okay. Anyway, maybe this is just for later. I don't know. So I want to know if live people have to watch an ad. Okay. Anyway, to answer your question, and hopefully if you did see an ad, this plays after that. I don't know. Yeah, I use basically Amazon and eBay. I don't really use Walmart anymore, but you can totally use them. Feel free to use wholesalers, but a lot of people just have trouble setting up wholesalers if they haven't actually set up a business and can provide an EIN to wholesalers to prove that it's worth the wholesaler's time. All right, so yeah, we'll get to that, Rihanna and Tom. Okay, the confirm your identity button keeps appearing. What kind of ID did you put in? It says submit scan or SSN photo, what to do, how to scan. So I believe, I just used my phone, took a picture of my driver's license and gave them that. And I can't remember if you had to do a front and a back. I think it was just a front, but yeah, that's what I gave them. All right. Rihanna, they literally never had any phone support. That's crazy. That's insane. Tom, why do you no longer use ZDrop? And then Rihanna later said, just tell them the truth, Cam. ZDrop sucks and doesn't pay their affiliates, LOL, or people that they want to make videos for them. So, Tom, the reason we don't promote Z-Drop anymore, and most YouTubers don't promote Z-Drop anymore unless they're new and haven't been screwed over yet. Z-Drop was great at first, and then they kind of... I try not to talk too bad about them flat out, because also I don't want it to portray that I am impossible to work with, or any future affiliates might be like, oh, so if I do anything wrong, this guy's just going to talk bad about me. That's definitely not the case, but since you're asking, basically what Rihanna said, Z-Drop just dropped the ball on paying people. I mean, and around that same time is when everybody was experiencing problems with Z-Drop literally on their platform. And that's one of the reasons why most people, unless you're new on YouTube, don't promote Z-Drop. Z-Drop's like the easiest affiliate to get because they're just desperate for anybody to promote them. And eventually they just don't pay you ever. And it just, because you're supposed to get a commission for when you get people to sign up for them. And, once they stop being the best, not only from that, but once they stop being the best actual tool, I stop promoting them because I'm like, oh, this isn't the best for my audience either. So, but yeah, and I've heard that other people who work for them too aren't getting paid, and it's just like a whole mess. So, yeah. If you want to cancel your subscription or having tech issues, good luck. When I was working for him, he literally told me to just block users and stop their subscriptions. So, that's enough information for you, I guess, to make your own decision. So obviously there's problems from all around. So that was a comment for those who aren't watching later or looking at the chat from a person that used to work for them. Thanks. But yeah, so that's why nobody really, that's why I don't do it anymore. And I was promoting FBMFOX with Z-Drop in tandem. And he literally stopped paying me one time because I liked somebody's comment about FBMFOX. And then it was a whole mess. It just was crazy. Regardless, though, let's move on. Hey, Cameron, after you deleted all listings, did you relist the same products? Did you have your description copies saved and reuse them? On some items, yes. And I've gotten new sales on those items that I wasn't getting sales before. And I also listed new stuff and got way more sales than new stuff I was listing before, which can't really be measured. But yes to all of that. All right. Okay. Yes, still here. Okay. Yep. No. Oh, that's when I was asking about the ad thing and if everybody's still there. Okay. How did you recover your account when your account got banned for the first time? Well, when I got banned for the first time, I just had to keep spamming them with support emails. Eventually, somebody emailed me. It took about a week. And I was able to respond to that email. It was just the email that was like, hey, your account has been, just any email from Facebook support. I responded to that email. It got forced to somebody's actual email account, and they had to respond to me and figure out my problem. That's what I did. All right. Do you think FBMFOX is superior all around? Tom, yes. Yes, I do. Not just because I'm teamed up with them as an affiliate now, but because they have a free option. They do have a more expensive set of other options, but for what you get with those options, it's just way more stuff. And that's pretty much how I run all my stuff now. And it's opinion also. You just have to test what's good for you. What's good for you isn't going to be the same for somebody else. But what was I getting at? Regardless, the guy who makes that is super chill. He responds to me when I actually have questions. If you're, people ask me questions in the Facebook group or on YouTube, and I can text the guy and be like, hey, somebody's asking me this question. I don't really know the answer. What's up? And then he'll just get back with me, usually pretty quickly. And it's just, he's from America too. So that's a nice plus, because when he communicates with you, it's very clear. Not that it's a big deal if somebody's outside of the U.S., but for a lot of us who are in the U.S., the majority of us are dropshipping from inside the U.S., and it just makes communication a lot smoother, and that's a plus too for a lot of people. So, yeah. All right. Do you think Facebook shops are making profits? I know a lot of Facebook shops that are making awesome profits. I just don't personally mess with it yet. We see you. Cool. Let's go social info message retracted. I did not see what that was before you retracted it. Dang it. Tim, how do you get review images for items if they're not on Amazon or Walmart, since Facebook doesn't like stock images. If they're not on Amazon or Walmart, so I'm assuming like are you drop shipping from like Home Depot or something? Yeah, I want to know about that. Because what I would do is I would just try to I would either Google the title of whatever item you're trying to sell and Google image search it to see, actual people images of those things, or I would just try to search that same item on Amazon or Walmart. And I think even Home Depot has them now. I don't know. Or eBay even. And then look for just the reviews of those, even if you're not drop shipping it from there, if that makes sense. Do you use Prime for faster shipping? Yes. My last order took 3 days to ship on Amazon. And how often do you use OA Genius? So a lot of people ask me about OA Genius. I only use OA Genius when I get my tracking information email and it tells me that it's like TBA or something like that. That's the only time I use OA Genius, because I don't really run into the issue where my shipping is outside of the shipping time. All right, just a heads up, everybody. We're finally got a bunch of viewers, and I'm not going to be on much longer, so get your questions in. How do you go about making multiple Facebook accounts in order to scale? I believe you are unable to use an EIN anymore, so this leaves us with using a friend or family's SSN. How do you deal with taxes? So, my second account, I use my wife's social, so that's how I have 2 accounts. To be honest, I don't really know if you need to have multiple accounts anymore. Because to scale, if I post 10 items each on different accounts, it's no real difference than if I posted 20 items on one account. So in the beginning, we all kind of wanted to do that because we were scared of post limits, like docking us, I guess. But I don't really know if you have to worry about that as much. But either way, yeah, you're pretty much stuck with using other people's accounts or using their information at least. It's easy for my wife because tax-wise, we file a joint tax return. It's not that big of a deal. And I just handle it. I just fraudulently handle it. She told me, she was reading on the couch or whatever. I'm like, hey, just so you know, you cool if I use your social to do a second account? I want to be able to talk about it on YouTube to all my friends, all that. And she's just like, yeah, I don't care. Leave me alone. So I just opened up a second account with all her info. All right. What was the Cameron Luscious Hair video about, though? Okay, Rihanna, I didn't know anybody else saw that. He sent that video to me. For those of you who don't know, the creator of FBMFOX did some kind of AI thing and put my face over him as he was talking so it looked like I had luscious hair because he does. So I thought he just sent that to me and it was a private video. I didn't realize somehow you've seen that, or if it's because I looked on his YouTube channel, I didn't see it there. So I was supposed to react to that, so now I might have to. Do you run your own shop, Cameron? My marketplace sales die off and my store went nuts. Do you know why? I think it's because they're trying to course correct and get everybody who's like us to shops. I haven't even successfully tried a shop yet. I'm still trying to get mine going. But yeah, I guess that's all. But I did delete all of my listings on Marketplace. Now my Marketplace listings are awesome now. So I don't know. What category do you list chairs in? Currently, Facebook does not give shipping for chairs. What I would do is I would list it as arts and crafts storage. That's what I do. Whenever there's not a thing, I just list it whatever the hell category I want, and it's usually arts and crafts storage. Yeah, even though it's not accurate. Why do people have multiple accounts to sell on? Brooklyn, I have one so that I can trial and test different things, so I can report back to you guys, and I can if one gets kicked off, I still have another one to try and talk to experiment with and make videos about. That's really the only reason I have a second one. If it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't have a second one at all. So some people want to do it because it's for scaling up purposes to build their business, but I'm sure there's good reasons for that, but I just don't have a need for that. Will start drop shipping in India? You can. I don't know how much it'll work. I don't know the rules in India or how much Facebook has allowed different countries to do what. So I don't really have a great... What's up? Thanks, man. Also, you advise you to delete it all. Thanks, man. Also, you advised delete it all. Okay. Do we get banned on Amazon for getting 5K plus orders? I've heard people getting banned at 600 orders. I've heard people getting banned at 3,000 orders. I don't know if there's an actual limit. All I know is eventually they do it. So, not really sure. All your listings and now get a bunch of traffic. I'm only getting sales on old items, low views on new items, which should be generating traffic. Recommendations? Well, I still say, because I've posted new items that get crap views also. Like I've posted several things that have only had like 20 views on them. They're still just going to be crappy items. So, that's it. That's it. I see all. He deleted it. Huh? Okay. Hi, Annie. It has been a long time. Thank you for stopping in. How do the taxes work? Is it best to get an LLC? I made a taxes video that you should go check out. I met with my accountant personally, asked her all the questions about this stuff, and she gave me the rundown, and I made a video about it. So you should go check it out. You do not need an LLC for this. It really doesn't serve you much of a purpose unless you're going to use it to get wholesalers and get, having an LLC is great so that you can get, what are they called? Retail tax exemptions or resell exemptions so that you don't have to pay sales tax when you order stuff, which I have for Amazon, which is really nice, but you don't have to have one because I did learn that all my drop shipping profit from my personal Facebook account, because it wasn't set up with an EIN, it's not even going to be tied to my LLC. So my LLC literally doesn't matter. Is Prime worth it, or do I use regular Amazon account for it? If you're making profit at all, pay for Amazon Prime. I would. It just makes things a hell of a lot simpler, in a way. Is Facebook Shops a better path to take than just Marketplace? A lot of people say that. Annie, you're so damn cool. Thank you so much, Annie, for that donation there. You made me interrupt myself. Thank you, Annie. All right. Facebook Marketplace for some people is better. I've had people who... Be well, Cameron. Talk to you all later. Thanks, Annie. You're always the best. Thank you. I've had some people say that they started a shop and they're making more sales than they ever have using Marketplace. If you can get shops figured out, do it. But totally up to you. I've heard they don't care about how many items you list. Oh, yeah. Facebook Shops doesn't give a crap about any limits because they're just going to assume you're a business. And they're not going to tell a business you're posting too many of your items. It's like if a business has 1,000 items of inventory, they're not going to be like, whoa, hold on. We're totally cool with you being a business, but you can only be a little bit of a business. They're going to be like, no, here's your stuff. Do you? That's why another reason why Shops is great is because you can relatively get your stuff up and running quickly if you know what you're doing. Unfortunately, I don't know what I'm doing with Shops yet, but I'm getting there. Okay. But why are they banning? They're making profits of it. Yeah, when the bans are happening, that's what we were all thinking too. Like, they're getting their cut, but why are they kicking us off? I don't really know. None of us really know. I think it's just like a rite of passage to get banned multiple times before Facebook's like, okay, they've paid their dues. It's just something that's going to happen. I know the best way is to sign up for FBMFOX account. How much of your business do you rely it for? Listings, inventory, price updates? Can it fully take the place of spreadsheets and tracking? So, to be honest, I still use the same spreadsheet that I posted a video of a long time ago. And for those on that note, I still get daily emails saying that people are asking and requesting access to my spreadsheet from that video. If you're watching this and you tried to do that or you're about to try to do that, just download the spreadsheet. Don't request access for it. You don't want that. You can just simply download it and use it. And if that's not working, just highlight the damn thing and copy paste it to your own document. You don't have to ask for access. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. Anyway, for FBMFOX, I use it for product research purposes when I want to. I don't always have to do that because I really like to just go out and be like, what do I feel like listing? I like that method more. But it's really good for when I do feel like doing actual product research. And it does reprice all my stuff. So like, let's say I list a a tent or something. If I list a tent for $20 and it costs me $10 to purchase it, as long as I have everything set up correctly, if the price to purchase it raises to $15, my actual Facebook shop or my Facebook listing will increase the same amount so that I don't lose profit. That's what I like. So it does all that. Plus the lister tool, which is free. I still have the paid for lister tool, which is the same exact one as the free one. It's just, doesn't matter now because I pay for the stuff. But the lister tool is worth the hell out of it. And it copies, it's like so far the fastest software I've seen where I can copy all the address information from like the buttons. And then when I go to fulfill the order and I paste it, it goes right in. There's like no delay, which is really cool. A lot of people are saying it's slower than other things, and that's just simply not true in any way, from my experience at least. Okay. How do you get tax exempt on Amazon without shutting you down for dropshipping? I don't know. I got tax exempt on Amazon, and I have a personal account and Prime and everything. So I mean, I didn't have that issue. I'm sure they'll kick me at some point, but I haven't had that issue yet. Do we have to make business email for Facebook Shop? Parth, I don't really know. I don't know. I already have a business email, so I used that, but it's probably just, I would just set up a random ass Gmail account for yourself and just do it. I have one business account restricted with 8 business pages under it. Depressing. My other business account is not restricted and the ship is up and running, but that has a Shopify linked. Dang. Everyone go request access. I'm lost on what's happening, dang it. All right. Let me thank you now. The spreadsheet is the greatest. I use it monthly to keep track of my sales profit, etc. Thanks. What is your average views on listings? And everybody is dropshipping on bestsellers pages or page. What do you do? Mo, I'm confused on your question. So the average views thing doesn't matter as much. Like my item that's selling really good right now has like 7,000 views and it's been posted for a week. And I get probably 3 to 5 sales every day on it. So, yeah, it had like 1,000 views minimum in the first, 8 hours. So, I mean, that's always a good sign. If the fastest it gets to 1,000 views, the more likely it's gonna sell stuff. All right, because it's a numbers game. It's not like you're not gonna get 100 views and make 50 sales. That's just not gonna happen. So you need high numbers. Yeah. What about tracking from Amazon products? James, what about it? Okay. No, I feel I just understand your question. So, if you're getting TBA tracking, which is assuming what you're talking about, I have several videos that go over that and how to get around it. You just don't hear people talk about it very much because it's one of those things that now almost everybody knows how to do it, but anybody new coming in who's never heard that information never hears about it because nobody cares to talk about it anymore. So I do have videos. Basically, there is OA Genius, which is a website that's linked in those video descriptions if you go back and find them, where you purchase like 50 or 25 FedEx tracking numbers, and then whenever you need it, you go in there, use a credit, and get a new tracking number and upload that instead, as long as it's the same shipping date or later. So that's what we kind of do. All right. I'm currently shadow banned. How can I get Facebook to unrestrict my account and remove all flags in order to continue making sales? Do I take a step back and wait for the system to autocorrect? Hell, BK, I would just recommend deleting all your items. That's kind of on the boat I'm in right now. Is just delete everything. If you weren't making sales in the first place, delete everything and see if you kind of get a fresh start, because the problem with shadow banning is you can't really actually prove that that's been happening. But I believe you. Question for Rihanna. Okay, does FBMFOX work for shops? Zdrop doesn't. So, not yet. I just got an update from the creator of FBMFOX though, and he says he's in the middle of making it work. He's already started it. So it should be, that's his like next big goal, is he's like, yeah, man, I'm just around the corner. Just need to get this thing working for shops and it'll be good to go. So he gave me that update like 2 days ago. So it will be. FBMFOX lister tool is free. Tom, yes. But still use my coupon code, Cameron10, all lowercase, so that if for any reason you ever buy something in the future from them, it gives you a discount and it helps me out. You know it helps me out. Thank you. All right. Rihanna answering a question. Cool. Adam, how to get... Okay, by the way, guys, okay, I was begging you for questions. Once I finish these questions, I'm getting off. I wanted to get off 5 minutes ago, but you guys are being very selfish and asking me way too many questions, even though I begged you for them. So chill out and like the video if you can. Okay. All right. How to get my account back when banned. It's been 2 months. I keep requesting review, and of course, standard response. Damn. What is the best way to appeal this and get my account back? The only way I found that to work is to find an old Facebook email from support. Even if it's like 2 years old and it had nothing to do with dropshipping, respond to some kind of support email from Facebook, and it will like auto give it to some actual person that has to look into your stuff, and they usually get it done pretty quickly. That's how I've always gotten it done on both times I've been banned, or the 3 times I've been banned. All right. Rihanna. Okay, answering more people. So Rihanna just comes in here and answers everybody's questions. Thank you. Okay, thanks. Do you list your items on multiple Facebook pages like yard sale, garage sales? I never list to Facebook pages. I know you can, and that a lot of people say you should, but I've never even done it once. So, yeah. Admins don't really like that stuff. I also have a negative balance that was there before the huge negative balance that all of us experienced weeks back. Account is still negative. You know what? I haven't looked at my new account. I haven't looked at this account, my second account, in a while. What is this one looking like? Does this still have a negative? No, my negative finally worked itself down to 0, so I don't really know. From what I understand, there's not a really good way around that. You have to sell your way out of that negative balance, from what I understand. And sometimes, one of the reasons I found out I had a negative balance was because what happened was I sold like a $200 item, right? And then the customer got it and then disputed it with their credit card company. So the credit card company dispute made its way to Facebook and actually got a response. I think I talked about it in a video one time. And basically what happens is if that takes place, it's like a whole 40 to 60 day issue that you just have to wait for it to resolve itself. Facebook told me personally, they're like, we will still pay you for that, but it just sits in the system for a really long time because of like how it works. So that might be what you're experiencing. I don't really know. Brian, can you give us a hot item right now? Brian, to be completely honest, I only have like 2 hot items and I don't want to give any of them away yet. I'm hoping to get more so that I can make more of those videos each month that tell you items that I'm totally selling. But I just can't do that right now. What is this? Let me see what this... that won't pull it up because I'm in a different account. No, I can't do that right now. Put my foot down. Sorry. All right. I'm about to sneeze. Okay. Should that Facebook disable my attorney? Hopefully I get a fresh start. Nice. Okay. I meant, where do you find products to list every day on Amazon rather than the Amazon's bestseller page? Oh, okay. I use... Lawrence, good to see you. All right. Mo, I use just my own dumb imagination. So, like, literally, when I'm just, like, thinking, like, man, what should I sell? I just sit there and I, like, ponder. And I just come up with the most random stuff to sell. And what I do is, like, you know, let's say, I don't even know what to... Let's say it's, like, a mug. Like a mug. You know what? I could drop ship a mug. It's like... No, you're not just going to drop ship normal-ass mugs. I'm going to look for weird stuff. And even then, I still don't recommend, this is an example, I don't recommend drop shipping anything that would break in shipping. So mugs are not a thing that I would normally recommend to ship. But for this example, because there's a mug sitting next to me, I'm using it. So don't go waste all your time drop shipping mugs. I'm sure bunches of people are doing that. Anyway, I would be like, okay, the mug, I'll drop ship that, and I'll be like, okay, well, what is like, I think about certain subsets of people. So, like, what do you like? You know, like, what are you a fan of? Or what's something that you would find cool to have that's not normal? And I try to find those little niche down things and sell and drop ship those, because those have been what I've found have the biggest followings and people looking for those type of things. So I know that's still very vague, but it's like a long time ago when I was selling those keychains. It's like I could just sell general ass keychains, but yeah. Instead, I look for like actual branded car specific keychains, and I sell those instead because people are really big fans of certain cars. Like, that's what I do. Rihanna, what do you think? Check YouTube here, Adam, for Facebook Marketplace Magic Seller Form. What's a Magic Seller Form? Rihanna, you got me looking up stuff on my own damn live. What are you doing? Magic Seller Support Form. Ooh. I like that. Yeah. Go do what Rihanna says. Okay. Okay, see, it's like one of the only places. It's like a weird place that like only has the exact thing somebody needs, and it's like the only method to get there. I love that. All right. Does size really matter? Just trying to keep you on here longer. Jason, quit wasting my damn time. Yes, it does. All right. Okay. I have a negative 2,000. Adam, damn. That's a lot. Facebook charges a $20 fee per their policy if you get a chargeback. Damn. Know your policies. Cool. Do you the $1 item method? I don't list things for $1. To me, your average person's going to be like, okay, and move on. Most of how I sell lately is I try to make the price like the same price as what it is on Amazon, and then I just, whatever my profit I want it to be, I make that the shipping. That's kind of what I've been having success with lately. Oh, I guess I could link it here. Duh, that would be helpful. But I'm about to, get out of here, so I don't think it stays. But in the chat, I am pasting the customer support link from this video Rihanna talked about. All right, what category do you list most of the time? I like listing, of course, a lot of home stuff, but like a lot of kitchen appliance type stuff. I love listing that, and like home improvement type stuff. I really like listing. But last question: since the new Facebook policies and shadow bans, etc., how have your profits been holding up? Are you still consistently making what you made at your peak, or has it died down? BK, sorry, my personal dropshipping stuff, it's kind of weird. My stuff has died down a lot, but that's also because I list way, way less than I used to. I can still tell, though, I get just as much profit for the amount that I list that I used to. So it's kind of a half and half answer. I think it's completely normal now that I've deleted everything. But before I deleted everything, I was getting like no sales, like one a week. It wasn't worth my time. There were 2 months where on an account I didn't even make any profit. And I say I didn't make any profit because I was dealing with the negative account stuff. And at one point, my credit card balance was larger than my Facebook fees payouts because of I'd use it to pay for something and stuff like that. So it's like it was so fine of a margin that it actually creeped over what my profit was, and there was no profit from that specific account. So yeah. But now everything's back to normal and I'm making profit again, no problem. What's your most expensive item? My most expensive item. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but the price, I sell it on Facebook for like $300 and it only cost me like $120 to purchase it. And every once in a while it just randomly sells a bunch. So, yeah. What's your most expensive item? Okay, Smart, what's up? Somebody said Rihanna is a wealth of information and asked if she has her own channel. Thank you. Rihanna, I believe at one point you talked about starting your own channel, and I don't know if that's happened yet. So, all right. Can you save this live? This live will be, once YouTube does its thing with it, it will be just on my list of lives. So it'll be on my account, on my YouTube channel. All right. Where do you go if you add a... Where do it go if you want to add a Facebook shop? You have to create a business page, and then you can add a shop to that. What's up, Cam? Thank you. What's up? Thanks, man. Bet stuck on verification now. I hope it works. Deleted all my listings last night. Nice. Took me 2 hours. Yep. My most expensive item is $180. Cost $95. That's pretty awesome. Guys, start listing Christmas trees. Last year I made $3,000 off just Christmas trees. It was amazing. Yes. Hello, Cameron. How do you create multiple Facebook accounts with Marketplace to use the same name on all your accounts? Yes, I do. But I used a different social. I stole my wife's social and fraudulently created that with it. What time of the day have you noticed the best time to list to get really good views on stuff? Looking at 15K profit this month. Damn, okay. Everybody listen to Intuition Bet. Face market, book places, booming. Nice. All right. 15K profit, cool. I notice I get the most sales in the evening around 6 p.m. where I live. I live in the middle of the country. I live in Kansas, and right now it's almost 5. Most of the time, between 6 and 10 p.m. is when I get most of my sales. And I think that's because that's like around, like, you know, people on the whole west side of me are getting like off of work and they're chilling out, all this stuff. Yeah. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you. I just use Marketplace. I haven't done shops to its full extent. I have items on shops, but my shops aren't published yet. So that's it. Anyway, I'm getting off. I have my own life to live, you guys. It's been over an hour. I only wanted to do 30 minutes. This is all your fault. Thank you, everybody, and I will see you next time. So long.